Greetings, Earthlings and all ships at sea. Jim Esposito, ClassicRockForever.com, dedicated to the best music this world has ever seen. Today I want to do a quick little video about Deep Purple. Okay, I go on the internet, I see these videos about how Deep Purple got started. Nobody's got the story, okay? I had the story. Okay, back in the 70s, I was one of the preeminent experts on Deep Purple Mark II, which was the only Deep Purple worth listening to. Anyway, and like every other guy on YouTube, I'm going to ask you to like this video and subscribe to my channel, and I'd appreciate it if you do that now, but of course I'm probably going to piss you off. First of all, before we proceed, I want to show you a little picture. This is a picture of me taken by John Lord backstage. Me and my photographer I was working with at the time, taken by John Lord backstage at one of the Deep Purple concerts. Okay, now this story I'm going to tell you, it's not a story that I researched. It's not a story I looked up. This is a story that came out Ritchie Blackmore's mouth and went into my ear. Okay, and more importantly, it went into my tape recorder. And if you want to hear the audio, I'm going to tell you how to go to my website, and you can basically, there's links there, take you right to the audio. You can listen to this story for yourself. In 1967, a relatively unknown British guitarist, Ritchie Blackmore, was living in Hamburg, Germany. Got a call from a drummer who wanted to put a band together, so he flies back to London. Now, everybody knows who this drummer is now, but at the time I did the interview, Ritchie didn't really want me to give the guy's name out because he was afraid he was going to get sued. Anyway, this drummer was a well-known whack job, and that was before he started taking LSD. He lived in Kensington, which was kind of the hippie part of London, and he had this like crash pad flat where everybody would come in and just crash. There was people doing drugs, shooting up. And Ritchie told me there was people getting high on canary seeds, which I never understood, but I mean that's a direct quote. People were getting high on canary seeds. Anyway, Ritchie goes to this guy's apartment and knocks on the door, and there's no answer. So Ritchie goes to push the door open a little, and it falls off the hinges. Boom, right? Just falls off the hinges. Ritchie looks in this apartment. It's like all rubble, okay? You can't even see the floor. It's all rubble, like a road crew came in and dug the place up like a bomb went off. It's just paper and junk and crap. And he's standing there stunned, and suddenly part of this rubble starts to move, and this drummer stands up. And Ritchie goes, well, what's happening? And the drummer goes, oh, it's all happening, man. Everything's happening. And Ritchie's thinking, man, this guy's really gone off the deep end this time. Well, another piece of the rubble moves, and John Lord stands up. Okay, this is how they met. And now, how do you do this story about Deep Purple getting together and not have this story? I mean, this is like something out of a Hollywood movie. But anyway, it took about a week to suss this guy out. Ritchie wasn't too far off about the guy being a whack job. The guy starts talking about the band he wants to put together, and well, who's going to play? Who's going to play lead guitar? No, you're second guitar, Ritchie. I'm going to be lead guitar, says the drummer. And of course, he's going to be lead keyboard player. John Lord is going to be the second keyboard player. The guy's also going to play bass. He's also going to play drums. He's also going to be the manager. So it took about a week for them to suss this guy out. And they started this. They figured they'd start their own band. John was playing in this band, the Flower Pot Men, with Nicky Simper, and then they auditioned some vocalists, and they got this guy, and he was playing with Ian Pace. So that's basically the rest is history. That's how the band got together. Okay, now, if you want to, hear the audio, you can go to my website, ClassicRockForever.com, look up the story, and at the end there's some links, and it'll take you right to where you can find the audio or a full transcription of the interview. Anyway, that's all I got for now. Enjoy, and, when you think of Deep Purple, I mean, this is how Ritchie Blackmore and John Lord met, man, in the rubble of the drummer's apartment.